Oh! Do you hear me now, Emma? I was just rambling about how I always have issues with the sound, and then I can't apparently even click on a button that says that I have to unmute the microphone. So this intro, for anyone who's watched from the first second, the first 20 seconds will be very awkward because I've forgotten to unmute my mic. Anyway, Emma, I'm so happy that you could join. I hope you're doing well at your work. I know that usually tomorrow the day is off, so I expected to talk to you tomorrow. But I'm very excited that you're here today. And for everyone who's watching, welcome. This is going to be a very fun. It's going to be a fun one, a fun live stream where we're gonna make some art, and you have the option here to just do your thing. If you like to doodle, if you like to write in your journal, or just drink a cup of tea and read a book, please feel free to do so, because this is a safe space where we do whatever feels comfortable. Now, if you're here to join in on a little art activity that is good for the heart, art for the heart, that's what this is all about. Yeah, we're gonna be doing that. So I will wait. Give me a moment here. I have another camera angle going on. How do I do that again? There we go. So if everything works all right, you should be able to see my hands right now. So the idea is that in a minute, I'll just be setting things up, and feel free to take your time to get settled, find your own things, find your art supplies, find your cup of tea, and just really settle and get comfortable. And then I will slowly and very relaxed guide you through the simplest of art exercises that literally anyone can do. This is, you don't need any skills to do this. And still, I choose to believe that at the end, if you follow through, you will feel both comforted, soothed, maybe a little bit more joyful, and yeah, I'm excited. So, let's see. Do we have everything in place? I think we have everything in place. Now, if you're here for the little art guidey thing, like I said, set up your stuff, get comfortable. I'm gonna do that right now. The mediums I will be using today is watercolor, simply because that is my favorite. Yeah, it's my favorite medium. It's also the one that I'm most comfortable with. That's why I'm choosing it, because I feel like I know the most about it. I know how to use it, which means that I will be the most relaxed while I paint and use it. I also have some, let's see, I have a pen here, an ink pen. So the idea is that you will have a tiny canvas. I would recommend to not use a too big one. Use a small one. Use a small canvas. Use a page in your sketchbook, or even if you're here and you don't even have, I'm so excited that you're following, Emma. I will do my best to explain this as well as I can. Where was I? Oh yeah, just use a small sheet of paper, something that doesn't feel overwhelming. I even would almost like to encourage you that you do this little thing with me, and that we have a bit of fun, and that you're completely free to throw it away afterwards. Because the main thing here is that we're creating for the moment. We are creating for the process. We are creating to have a bit of fun. This is by no means about the end result. And I came up with this idea because I come from kind of like a perfectionist standpoint. So always when I make, oh, hello, I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name because it's all these beautiful letters in a language that I don't understand. But thank you for being here. That makes me really, really happy. Where was I? Oh yeah, I come from a perfectionist standpoint. So for me, when I make a piece, I plan it out. I always envision every single step that I'm gonna be doing, and I envision like the end result. Oh, are we having a bit of stuttering here? I'm not sure. I hope not. But yeah, I'm always envisioning the end result, and that puts this like subconscious stress on everything. Like it has to become something. I always have to like perform an end result when I'm too much in my own art flow. And so recently I've started to do this practice for the sake of what it can help me feel, and for the sake of feeling a bit calmer and focus on just having fun. You know, having fun is a muscle. which I've also recently learned. Like all the good feelings that we want to have, those are all muscles that we want to be training. Now, I realize I am babbling a little bit. So what I'm going to be doing is take my tape, set your things up. Like I said, I'm using watercolors. Feel free to use colored pencils, use acrylics, use, what are these, markers. You can use graphite pencils. You can literally do this with anything. Just use a medium that is comfortable to you so that you can have fun. So I'm just going to tape up my little finger because I have this like very wide sheet of paper. But it's, in my opinion, that's too big right now. We're going for small. We're going for fun. And we're just going to be enjoying this. I haven't even cleaned my palette yet. Oh, I apparently am a little bit unprepared. But who cares? So, if you want to know what we're going to be up to, we are simply going to find a graphite pencil or find a colored pencil. But we're starting with a pencil. And we're going to draw in some very simple shapes. Some very, very basic shapes. Now, if you don't know how to draw shapes, if you have never even if you've barely touched a pencil in your life for that matter, I'm going to show you how we can make some basic shapes as well. It is simply like connecting one line with the other, and that way we can make shapes. So let's see, I'm going to be using, can we see this? Wait, I'm just checking my own camera angle here. So if you look at my hands in the corner here. Oh, hello, Christina. So exciting to have you here. And I'm so happy that you love art. Are you going to join in on our little session here, or are you going to doodle and do your own thing? I have a little dog that is interrupting. Wait. There's a little girl here. She wants to say hello. This is Oop. She will be keeping me company. We might have a little visitor named Bam Bam as well. That is my other dachshund dog. And they always hang out with me whilst we're here. So, yeah. I am going to be using this like rectangular shape right here. And so, like I said, we're going to start with simple shapes. So I'm just going to find, let's see. Just going to find myself a pencil here. Hey, Lindsay! Oh, I'm so happy that you joined in. Even if it's just for a little moment, I truly appreciate that you show up. I hope that even if it's just like for a minute or two, do a little art doodly thing, and that it can like spark a little bit of creativity. Yeah, that would make me really happy. And I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Where was I? Yeah, we have our little piece of paper here. We have our pencil, and we're just going to draw in some simple shapes. To like tell you what we're going to do afterwards, we're going to draw the shapes, then we're going to color them in with whatever medium we feel like. And then whilst we're doing that, we're also going to focus on choosing the colors that comfort us. This is like, this whole thing here is just all about play and having fun. I even encourage you to like tap into your inner child, like picture yourself as a kid. Just, I don't know if you've ever as a kid drawn over pieces of paper or painted on floors or like done all these childish things that only children can do. I hope that we can kind of connect a little bit with that energy. That is the goal here. Again, this is all about the process. This is not about the result. So, if you don't know how to draw shapes, let me find something here. I usually have a bunch of sketchbooks nearby, but right now, I don't. That is inconvenient. Okay, let's use this one. So simply, if you don't know how to make shapes, look in the corner. Wait, this isn't making any sense. But you can see my hands in the corner here. And simply to make shapes, take your pencil and make a straight line. Or like, even if it's not a straight line, just make a line and just kind of draw it, for example, over the corner here. So, wait. Not sure if you can see that, but here, I've just drawn a line. And there we have a shape. Maybe I should show it here too. Oh, that's not in focus. I don't know. Just like, it's that simple. And from that line, you can make another line. So, oh, that's not even a straight line. I'm telling you here, we're just messing around. So we're making another line, and then you can stop it like halfway through, 1/3 way through, and then you can go in another direction towards the edge again. And then you have another shape. It can literally be that easy. And so that's why I'm saying everyone can do this. Just draw a bunch of lines. If you don't know how to make shapes, connect them together. Now, if you're more advanced and want to play around, we can of course make hearts, we can make circles, we can make cylinders, you name it. It's completely up to you. So yeah, I feel like I'm talking a bit much. Also, for anyone who's new here, I am not a teacher in any way. I am on this art journey myself. I'm still very much in the learning process, and I'm also very much in the learning process of just enjoying the craft and enjoy making things and not having it to be anything, just really soothing myself and finding comfort through it. So I guess like this practice is just as much for me as it is for you. Thank you, Christina. Thank you for saying that you love my channel, and how cool that you're making videos too. You know, that is also a sort of art. That is also a way of expressing yourself and making beautiful things. So that is fun. Okay, so I am gonna be making some shapes now. And I'll spend like 5 or 10 minutes. I'm just gonna be doodling, just making some simple basic shapes. Let's see, do we have everything in view here? There we go. So I'm just making very faint lines because I want to go over this with watercolor. And so of course watercolor isn't very dense. It's very transparent. So I'm just trying to keep it light. I personally like making shapes with like curved lines. I find the movement very soothing. So for example, now I'm just gonna make a sort of an S. And I might draw over it a couple of times. I like the flowiness. It's almost like a wave. That's very comforting. And then I want to be connecting this so that I get a shape, a nice shape. There we go. And it doesn't have to look like anything. I'm gonna say that a gazillion times probably, but I just really want to emphasize the importance of just making things, just creating things, just drawing for the sake of drawing. I might, no pun intended, but add a heart in here as well. Art for the heart. Why not? And just really take your time. Like it might sound a little bit weird, but like just enjoy the feel of the pencil on the paper, and just maybe like oh, what's the word? My English is slipping on me here. But yeah, just enjoy the feel of the pencil on the paper. Enjoy just making loose movements. I always like to like draw from my shoulder. Instead of sitting with my holding the pencil very strongly. I can easily do that when I'm focused or like have an intense vision of what I'd like to paint. I always start holding the pencil like this, and I'm getting to be sitting like this, and it all just becomes this tension and stress in my body where it's, you know, the whole part of the whole relaxation part of art just disappears and becomes like this tense thing that I hold on to instead. So if you can, when you make these shapes or when you make lines, just think about it's your shoulder that's making the movement. We're just flowing over the page here. And reassure our bodies that this is a comforting thing to do. This is a relaxing thing to do. And maybe as we do this, you can also think about a couple of things that you're proud of for yourself this week. Is there anything you've done well? Have you confronted your comfort zone a little bit? Have you done something that scares you just a tiny bit? Don't underestimate the tiny wins that we can have in life. Like, I don't I don't mean to sound like a guru or something, but I think for me personally, at least, it's like I can make a lot of progress. I can do a lot of things right. But since I have a picture of who I think I should be, and like, or I can easily see all the things that I haven't done yet, and then I let all the things that I haven't done, or the things I should be doing better, I let that overshadow all the things that I'm doing well, which is sad, because we should all allow ourselves to feel good about the things that we do right. Does that make sense? I guess it makes sense. It's yeah. But like, we are allowed to just give ourselves some compliments now and then, and really honor the things that we are doing okay, in my opinion. And then, okay, we might not have done the best with this thing, and we might have forgotten to do that, and that's fine. But that doesn't take away from all the things that you are doing well. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So, I'm still just drawing in my shapes here, adding in another heart, and placing it where it just feels right. And the reason why I ask you to think of something that you might be proud of for this week or the last couple of days is because we're going to color this in soon with colors that suit us. And then we're going to use a little marker pencil, ink pencil here, and we are going to write those things down. We're going to bring it out into the open. We're going to write it and visualize and really see those things that we're proud of. As like a... yeah, and then we can use it as a reminder when on days where we feel like we haven't done enough, or we feel like we don't make progress, then we will have this little proof right here that we are making today. We have this proof that we do things right and that we are doing our best. Hey, Mupa. I don't have time for you right now. No, I don't. No, you can't come up here. You can't walk on my table. Oop wants to join the stream. She loves attention. Hey, Curly. Wait, you want to go up there? Okay. Wait. There you go. You want to be there? You want the pillow? There. I realize now that I've made made my shapes pretty dense and like the graphite. So I will have to be erasing, like, not erase the shapes themselves, but erase a bit of the graphite. If not, I'm going to see all the graphite through the watercolor. I'm still just... I'm really trying to just enjoy the process of making shapes. Who thought that shapes could be this fun? Or maybe that is just me. It might just be me, but at least I'm having fun. So that's something. I would recommend to make like if you hear a dog howling, that is the husky that belongs to the neighbor. And I think the husky is home alone, and the husky is sad, so it's howling. Oh, poor buddy. Oh no, that is such a sad sound. Oh, that is amazing, Lindsay. That is so well done. Okay, so everyone, wait, I don't know how to do that, but both Christina has a channel and Lindsay has now launched her channel, which is immensely brave, and she's made 2 shorts, so if you feel like it, go check it out and see what she's up to. Lindsay makes amazing art. I can say that because she's a good friend of mine and we hang out in our Discord community, which is very nice. Christina, I don't know what your channel is about, but I'm sure it's lovely. But I'm so happy for you, Lindsay. I literally want to applaud you. That's amazing work. So yeah, oh, I also really like that. If anyone else wants to share what they're proud of for this week, please feel free to do that in the comments. I'd love to celebrate with you. I think there's a lot of power and comfort in just, yeah, celebrating these kind of tiny but yet big wins together. Let's see, am I spending a lot of time on my shapes here? I don't know. How are your shapes going? Is your page starting to fill up? Let's see, I made some lines here. I have a bit more space here to make something. I might make another S. Like a little swirl. I like swirls. And remember, just make them big enough that you can scribble or write something in it later on. This little piece right here is all to honor your wins. It is all about enjoying the process. And now, of course, soon we're going to start with my favorite part with this, which is color. If there's anything that brings me joy in life, it's color. It lights me up like nothing else. So I don't know how far you guys are at. You're welcome, Lindsay. I don't know how far you guys have gotten with your shapes. Hey, Deborah! I'm so happy you could join us. I hope you enjoyed your French fries. And I know that Deborah ate French fries again because we have this very lovely Discord community, and so we share these things. And Deborah, you better have enjoyed your French fries because they are, like, I assume since you're from Belgium, they taste very much like the Dutch French fries. And there is nothing like Dutch French fries. So I'm utterly jealous. That's what I'm trying to say. And if you want to know what we're up to, Deborah, we're just having fun drawing some basic shapes. Some very, very basic shapes. Wait, I might as well. Hey, Kristen! Oh, I'm so excited that you could join us. Oh. Ooh, you're having tea. That made me forget. No, wait. I need to take a deep breath here before I get too excited. That made me think of, I'm also drinking tea from this spectacular mug right here. I'm currently having, what am I having? I think it's like rooibos or something. What are you having, Kristen? I know you like your green tea, right? I think you like green tea. I hope I'm right about that. And thank you for joining. Wait, so what I wanted to show you was, let me see how this focus thing works. Let's see, there we go. Can you see that? Can we see some shapes? Is it focusing? It's focusing, yay! We got the shapes. These are my shapes. And now, like, the funny thing here is I am highly trying to encourage you to just have fun, be loose, just make your shapes that have a little bit of space so that we can write some nice messages to ourselves in it. But if you're a little bit like me or anything like me, you also get this feeling of, gosh, these are just shapes. Why am I drawing shapes? Like nobody wants to look at shapes. It's like the most boring thing. There's no like skill to it. There's no spectacular something about it. And that, my friends, or my travelers, I should say, my creative travelers, are what we are practicing here as well right now. If you're an artist and you are joining me on this thing, and you feel this like itchy, like weirdly feeling of, gosh, this should have been better, I'm just drawing shapes, you are supposed to feel that because we are practicing this. We're practicing the joy of making art and not just focusing on the result. So yeah, I'm literally talking to myself here because that's what I need to, that's what I need to hear. Do we still have music, by the way? Hey, we don't have music. Where did the music go? Give me a moment. Wait, what do you mean, Deborah? Indeed, they are the same, so the fries are the same. But they eat too much? Who's eating too much? You can literally not eat too much French fries, in my humble opinion. Oh, Wait, we haven't had any music for a long time, have we? Let's see. Is the music back? I think so. That was kind of the whole point, to give you this lovely, comforting atmosphere. Ooh, matcha! That's what it was, Kristen. Yeah. Wait, you're having... Ooh, rooibos is your favorite! Yay! I like that! You love matcha and green tea. Okay, so I was right. Oh, that sounds very nice. I don't know what yerba mate with tulsi is. It sounds very fancy and it sounds nice. We're also out of focus, so let's do something about that. Wait, this looks ridiculous, I know, but I'm trying to get the focus on the right point again and then turn the autofocus off. Like that. How are we doing? Are we in focus? I think so. Anyway, have you made your shapes? That is the question. Have you drawn your shapes? Have you filled in your little page? If the answer is yes to that, I want you to find your colors. So, what I like to do, don't laugh at me, is I'm going to close my eyes. I'm just going to breathe out. I'm also going to breathe out because I noticed that I'm a little bit nervous since I'm rusty regarding live streams. So I'm like, I get a little bit too excited and then I also get a little bit tense and I start talking too fast. So let's do something about it. Take a moment. Just breathe out. Just some deep belly breaths. I find that really nice. So if you've done that, or don't do it if you don't want to do it, but I like doing it because it helps me like tap into my body a little bit more and see how I feel. And I want the colors that I choose for my little shape painting here, I want them to come from how I'm feeling and the colors that feel right for me right now. The colors that will soothe me, that will bring me joy. I will only choose a handful of them just so I don't get overwhelmed by choice. Like, we have so many choices we already need to be making in a day continuously. So let's keep our choice of color at a minimum. So I'm just gonna look at my colors here. I also need to clean my palette, I realized. I think today I am interested in some reds and maybe some brown and maybe some yellow. I think like earthy tones sound very tempting to me. I just want something earthy, something warm. I know I keep saying comforting. I love I love the word comforting. You're welcome, Kristen. I hope that it could bring you some peace. Those belly breaths are they're so underestimated. And I've also recently just learned that belly breaths are the best when you really just want to like center yourself a little bit and just clear your head a little bit. Just taking those deep breaths are amazing. Oh, right. The fries are the same, Deborah, but they're so good that you ate too much. Well, I think like, especially when it comes to French fries, that's like the best excuse to eat a lot. So just, yeah, please just enjoy it. Like, when do you eat French fries like that? And when you do, just make it like a big thing and enjoy it to the fullest, I think. Okay. I'm settling on my colors. I hope that you can take a moment here to settle on your colors. Remember, I am using watercolor here, but you by no means do have to use watercolor. You can use your colored pencils. You can even use your acrylics, or I don't know what else there is, like oil pastels, markers. Like, the medium doesn't matter here. What matters are the shapes that you can write in, the colors, and just like reconnecting with that inner childlike joy. You're just gonna mess around. We're just messing around. So I need to clean my palette before we continue. So I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Is the music still going? Because I forgot it. Yeah, I think the music is still going. This is also pretty new to me because usually in my previous live streams I would like talk for 5 to 10 minutes and then, where are my brushes? I don't have any brushes. I do have brushes here, but those are oil painting brushes. Okay, I need to find my brushes. But what I wanted to say, I used to like talk to 5 to 10 minutes and then take 20 minutes like a Pomodoro timer. So I would mute myself and then put on music and then not talk for 20 minutes and then like have these breaks in between. And now I'm talking nonstop, which might be a problem. Let me know if I'm talking too much. I'm gonna find some brushes. In the meantime, find your colors and choose the colors that make you happy. M'oublie d'amour pas. Tu m'oublies. We are back. We are back and we have brushes. That means we can continue. So, I should probably also have brought an eraser. Do I have that? No. So, if you notice, if you're going to be using watercolors and you notice that your lines are a bit too heavy, just take an eraser and like erase until the lines are very faint. So you can like barely see them. I got a little bit too excited with my lines here, apparently. I have to erase a lot. Also, if you're using watercolor, and we're gonna start painting in a moment here. If you have a hair dryer, that is also very practical. A funny story is I attended my first market a couple weeks ago. I've never been in a market before, and I was there to try and sell some of my art. So, oh, we're out of focus. That's not good. But yeah, I was there to sell some of my art and some products that I've been working on. But I also decided that I wanted to try and, offer an art event. So I brought a whole bunch of art supplies, anything from pencils to chalk paint, a lot of pots, a lot of flower pots, and watercolor. So like, I wanted to offer this free thing where people could just come and sit, kind of like an art cafe. So I just placed it in a beautiful way and people could come and sit and then make the art and then enjoy it. Yeah, enjoy, again, making art for the fun of it. And I think that's what inspired me to do this little thing here as well, is because I found so much joy. Gosh, we're out of focus again. I found so much joy in seeing that just offering a free art event could inspire so many people to just sit and have some fun. And also they were like parents with their kids and old people and young people and teenagers, and like I was so surprised that so many people wanted to join in. Anyway, the fun story here is regarding the hairdryer. I have never used my hairdryer that much in my entire life. I remember I bought it for my hair like 6 years ago, and then I slowly started using it for my own watercolor pieces. And then I got to this market and everyone wanted to get their chalk paint pots dried. They wanted to get their watercolor paintings dry. Like I think I literally called myself the hairdryer woman after that, because I didn't do much else, because people were making the art and I was the only person who could dry it. So I was just standing there with my hair dry, just drying all those pieces. But yeah, it's a wonderful memory. Just to see that just a little bit of encouragement and a little bit of free, cheap art supplies could bring so much joy. It still makes my day when I think about it. Anyway, I'm spending too much time on this, I think. Yeah, it is, Kristen. It really is. That's like, every time I look at my hairdryer now, that is like the most beautiful memory that I have from the market thing, from all the prepping, from all the stress and everything that I went through to get there. Okay, I think my lines are faint enough. So now I'm just gonna wash I'm just gonna be cleaning my palette real quick. I still have some paint on it from the last painting that I made. So, if you feel like it, prepare your colors, prepare your art supplies and your mediums. We're gonna put some color on this page. How long have I been talking now? Oh, okay, 40 minutes to draw a couple of shapes. Is that like doable? Like I said, this is the first time I do this, so yeah, if it's a little bit all over the place, and if I talk too much, and if the instructions are a bit off, again, I'm not a teacher, I'm just doing this for fun, and I had hoped I could like spread that joy a little bit, but yeah, this, I probably will need a couple of live streams to get used to this, but we're making it work, So, got my palette. And I'm just gonna activate some of my colors here. Like I said, I'm going for some intense reds. Or like, I think I'm going for like a reddish pink. I really like that. And then I have some beautiful browns going on here. Is that, oh no, that's pink. Oh, that's actually really beautiful. Oh, I'm going with that. I'm not going the brown route, I'm going the pink route. I've never been a pinkish girly. Pink is not really the color that I usually go to. But when I see it now, it just sparks a bit of excitement. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm just gently gonna make some washes for myself so that I can mix as I go. Fill in my shapes as I go. Oh yeah, I think I forgot to say why I even started talking about the why I started talking about the hairdryer. If you're using watercolor and you don't want to spend ages waiting for your paint to dry, then use your hairdryer. It's very convenient. It dries in seconds. So that was all I wanted to say. Gonna have some pinks. I might add a little bit of the pink and the red just to match it a bit better. I really like that. There's something about just seeing color explode on like a white surface that makes me so happy. Do you know that feeling of like you're so excited for something, but you can't put it into anything? Like you can't. Oh, that's hard to describe. Like, I wish I could do more with the color. Like, I wish I could, like, just consume it. I wish I could, like, soak it up like a sponge and let this color become a part of me just because it makes me so happy to see it. That probably sounds very weird. But that's how I feel, so. Okay, we got some pinks. Now I might want some warm yellow. I think, like, this reddish pink with a warm orangey yellow is a beautiful combination. You can never go wrong with that. I also really love when you mix like this very yellow, can you? Yeah, we still have that going. When you mix this warm yellow with the pink or with the red, you get a beautiful orange. So like you can't, if you choose the right colors, you can't go wrong. Because no matter how you mix it and how you blend it, it will turn out beautiful. All the shades in between the colors are beautiful. Let's see. I have 3 colors. Maybe I'll add some green. I have this like, I think I'm going for 4 colors today. Oh, that's pretty. It's like a sage. Again, I'm just choosing colors that right now make me happy. Right now just feel right. Feel right. Like so. I think my lines on my paper are still a bit too thick, but who cares? Who cares? So if you're ready, I can wait like a minute or 2 more before I start filling it in. But try in the next 2 minutes to just have your colors ready, your supplies ready. Or if your space is a little bit cluttered, or if things are looking a little bit chaotic, take a few seconds to just gently push it aside or put it away so that you can move your arms freely while you paint. Oh, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. I'm trying to get better at, again, like with the deep belly breaths, I'm trying to get better at just taking a pause, taking a break, no matter what I'm doing. I guess just trying to be more present is what I'm trying to say. Trying to be a little bit more here, because I very easily either start living in the past or thinking about the future, and then you mix everything from anxiety to sad thoughts to sad feelings. And I often find myself that when I manage to be in the present, none of that exists, which is interesting. Like everything is related to either something that has happened or something that might happen or is coming in the future, but when I'm just here, everything's fine. So I hope you have some colors at hand. What I'm gonna do is, you see my shapes, if you look down in the corner here, if you look at my shapes, I've got them here. I'm gonna start adding, since I'm using watercolor, I'm just gonna add some water around the shapes. I'm not gonna be painting the shapes themselves yet. I'm just gonna be watering the shapes. I can't talk. I'm just going to be adding water to the surrounding areas of the shapes. Oh yeah, Kristen. And Kristen is saying, I am very much the same. It is such a practice to be in the present. It really, really is. I think that's also like, you'll never completely learn it, maybe. You'll never, it's something that you'll always have to be conscious of. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, we can practice the good muscles. We can practice the muscle of joy. We can practice the muscle of excitement or being hopeful. Like these are muscles we can practice. But it's something that we still always have to remind ourselves of. Remind ourselves of. Especially being present. Because life just asks so much of us. And especially in today's... Excuse me, I got a tea burp going on. That's highly inappropriate. Sorry. But yeah. Especially in today's society that is moving so fast. Everything is happening so fast. And people are like... People don't have attention spans anymore. And it's just a mess. And that makes it even harder to... just manage to be still, even for just a moment. At least I'm talking about myself here, and like it might be different for you, but I find it really hard. So thank you for saying that, Kristen. You are not alone. You're definitely not alone. So right now, I am just adding water between my shapes. So I'm kind of like painting with my water. If you're using any other medium, just pick a color and start filling in the white around your shapes. Not in the shapes, but around the shapes. And I'm just starting with water because I want to use the wet on wet technique in watercolor painting. Which means that in a minute, like when I start adding the colors, they will just flow beautifully together and mix and match and look very flowy and beautiful. And I love when that happens. It's like the paint is doing the job for me. It's painting for me. I just need to add the colors that I like, and the paint does the rest. So I'm just adding some water here. And yeah, if you're using any other medium, just start filling in around the shapes, not inside the shapes. Don't overthink it. This is not a stream, this is not a moment, this is not a time for overthinking. This is just a time for doing and enjoying the process. Maybe even manage to be a little bit present. Work on feeling present. There we go. I added my water, so I'm gonna see. I wanna start. I think I want my surrounding area to be green and yellow, so I'm just gonna start brushing that in. Just gently tapping in some color. I'm just letting it flow and do its thing. I don't need to be in control right now. I really like the sagey green. It's stunning. I also have a habit of talking to myself when I paint. You might notice that from time to time. I can't help it. Now, I haven't checked how my yellow will react to this green, but that too we are about to find out. I'm just gonna take a bit of my yellow and see. Oh, I love that kind of a yellow. It's like a deep sunset yellow that just warms your core. And it makes me so happy. It's like you can feel the energies from the pigments. I used to be so frustrated with watercolor because it felt like I didn't have control when I used it. It's a very uncontrollable medium, not very, but it is a little bit. Like, it has a mind of its own. You cannot control it fully. And I used to get so frustrated at it because I wanted to be in control. I wanted to know exactly what I was doing and where I wanted the paint to go exactly where I wanted it to go, and that usually didn't work out. But for some reason I just kept going and I kept using it because I really just love the effect of the fadedness, I think, and the way you can build up the layers. And now that I'm starting to understand, wait, we're out of focus again. Wait, I think maybe the camera is confused. Wait. But yeah, now that I'm learning a lot about watercolor, I am understanding the beauty of its non-controllableness, if that makes sense. And I love how it teaches me as well to let go of control. I think like watercolor is the only thing that really, really does that for me. It really has the ability to, to teach me how to let go and just play. And again, I just keep on filling in the areas around here, around my shapes, not in the shapes, but if you accidentally make a little blob of color in your shapes, that is not a problem at all, of course. Let's see. Now we are in focus. So, oh, my autofocus is still on. Wait, give me a moment here. If there's anything that is annoying is when the focus starts moving back and forth. Wait, come on. Apologies here for the, wait. What happens if I do, nope. Wait, what happens now? Are we in focus? Nope, we're not in focus. Okay, we're turning it back on. There we go. I hope it's not too like going back and forth and giving you a headache because it has its own mind of its own apparently. I can't seem to fix it right now. I'm almost done filling in my surrounding colors. Let's see, I want a bit more yellow. I need to buy more yellow, it seems. I'm running out. See, I'm gonna add that there. There we go. There we go. And I might want a little bit more intense sage some places, just to create a bit of nuance. But I want to, if you're working with watercolors here, I personally want to prevent myself from having to make more layers on top of this one. Because again, this is just to play around. And we're not going to take ourselves too seriously here. So I'm not going to go for a gazillion. I feel like if I give myself more options, I automatically start to overthink more. So I'm just making some lines. There we go. Might use another brush. And if you finish coloring in before I continue working on the shapes, you can of course already start coloring in the shapes if you'd like. Or you take a moment to just sit back, take a sip of your tea, or read a page in your book. I might be a bit slow here, but I am embracing that. I'm just having fun, and I'm allowing myself to take my time. So if you weren't here at the beginning, I was asking if you could think about something that you are proud of yourself for this week. Is there anything you think you've done well? Or maybe you braved a little fear. Maybe you challenged your comfort zone a little bit. Anything. Think about that. How did it make you feel? Do you feel proud of yourself? Or are you kind of just like brushing it off like it was nothing, it wasn't important, or it wasn't a big deal? Because every little win that we have in life, no matter how small, are worth celebrating, and they're worth being proud of. And especially if you're a little bit like me, someone who's very good at seeing her own faults, or the faults she thinks she has. I don't actually think I have that many, though that sounds a bit, I don't think I have that many faults. But like, without making me sound like it's not when I say that, but like there's not that much wrong with me. But if you're a bit like me, who's good at seeing their faults and not good at acknowledging the beautiful things, please take some time now to just think of the good things that you do and the things you can be proud of. Doesn't even have to be for this week, just in general life these days. What are you proud of for yourself? And then just hold that close, because soon we're gonna paint in our shapes, and in those shapes we are gonna write those things. Now you're also very much welcome to write them in the chat. I'd love to hear what you're proud of this week or in life lately. But if you don't want to write in the chat, just hold the things that you're proud of, hold it close, and then soon we're gonna bring it to light and shine some light on it when we color in or when we create our shapes. Now I've gotten my green stuff going on here. Let's see. So this is what I have. It's still pretty wet. It's very simple. It's very, very simple, and I love it. I love this practice so much, because it just allows me to just paint and not overthink things. And if I start overthinking, I just gentle parent myself a little bit and say, Frederike, this is not the time to start looking at those things. This is the time to just be and to just create, and no other thoughts need to be involved right now. So this, you know what, I might go and dry this with my hair dryer. If you have a hair dryer, if you're working with watercolors, go dry your little painting. And then when I'm back, which is in a minute, we'll start coloring in our little shapes. So I'm just gonna mute myself here. I'll be back in a minute. There we go. I have dried my little painting. So now I am safe to start coloring in my little shapes. And for that, I am going to be using my pink and reddish colors, which I'm very excited about. Let's see. So, have you gotten your colors? Have you gotten your shapes? Is everything in order? Of course, you by no means have to like stick to my tempo here. That's what I've been trying to say, like the steps that we're taking. Because you just do this at your own time, and when it feels right for you, there's no need to stick to like the process that I am creating. I also think I started with a little bit too much talking and over explaining, but that's fine. That's fine. So when you're ready, pick the colors of choice, the colors that feel good to you today, the colors that bring you joy, that make you feel a little bit more lighthearted. Pick those and just gently start coloring in your shapes. And of course, if you are not here for the coloring session or for like the little guided thingy that we're doing, you are very much welcome to do exactly what feels right to you. Doodle a little bit, read a little bit, journal a little bit. This is just, these 1.5 hours, that's how you say it, is just here for you to, as a little gift to yourself, to spend some time with yourself and with us, lovely people in here. We're all here to practice a little bit of presence and a little bit of kindness towards ourselves. And having fun, of course. Practicing the fun muscle, the muscle of joy. It is so satisfying when you find colors that truly complement each other, that just look vibrant and like lift each other up. Like we humans should do too. Lift each other up. See the colors in each other. And just honor and support each other's colors. In that way, we can gain so much more love and support and friendship and community just by seeing what is beautiful in the other person and not what is wrong or what we dislike or what we wish we could change. There's already enough hardship and pain out there. So at least we can put some emphasis and focus on seeing the good things. I always find myself getting a little bit quiet. Or like my mind like gets quiet when I start working with watercolors. It's just such a present thing to do. It does help me to become more present, to just look at the colors that blend, that move. It's a very peaceful thing to do. Also, if you want a little bit more variety in your watercolor, not sure how well you can see that. Let's see. You can see me here a little bit down in the, what is it? The left corner, you can see my hands. So if you're using watercolors and you want a bit more variety, you can take your color. Wait, I want one more color. A bit of a lighter pinkish color. Shall we do that? Maybe reddish? Yeah, maybe a reddish. What's this? Yeah, that's a nice red one. But yeah, you can take your color. Watch down left in the corner here so that I can show you what I'm talking about. And then you find your shape. I'm going to take my big one here. And I'm just doing wet on dry. So meaning I'm taking my wet paint and I'm painting it on a dry surface. Like so. And I'm just going to paint in like half of the shape with this color and then leave the rest white. But I'm trying to keep the edges here still wet. Like, don't let your paint dry out too fast. And then once I have half of my shape in color and the rest of my paint is still wet, I'm going to go over it with just water. And I'm just going to drag the edges down. That way you get like this beautiful faded version of your shape. Like your shape becomes faded. It gives this beautiful nuance, in my personal opinion. I really like doing that. Like so. Maybe I want it to be a little bit darker at places as well, so a little bit denser. So then I go in with a little bit of a heavier stroke. And I dab that in, or like I brush it in on the places where the paint is still wet. And then you get this like nice little gradient. I like my little gradient. Very satisfying stuff. Do we still have music here? Let me just check. No, the music has stopped again. Come on. Let's see. Where are we? Maybe we should find another playlist. We were listening to Winter Wonderland, which wasn't very suitable, but I think like the songs were beautiful, so I thought we could like let it slip. Just don't look at the title of the playlist. And now let's listen to, I have another moody playlist, winter playlist. Oh wait, I have a spring one too. We're in the middle of summer, but who cares? We're putting on a spring playlist because that's a very happy one. It's a joyful one. Let's do that. There we go. Like so. I'm just gonna continue coloring in my little shapes here. And I find myself going over the lines and like mixing my new color with the yellow and the stuff like that, and I'm just telling myself I don't care. I do not care. Or I'm trying not to care. And it's kind of working. I am just trying to enjoy this. There we go. If you are starting to finish at this point, again, just take a little break. We're not now that you've gotten this far, please keep on hanging on with me here. Let's keep on going, because we haven't done the best part yet, and we're there soon. So if you're done with coloring in your shapes, take a sip of your tea, of your coffee, or whatever it is that you're enjoying, and just sit with me for a moment longer. The fun stuff is yet to come, or this is fun, or I think this is fun. But like, the more fun stuff is coming too. I am coming to an end here. I have almost, or I have basically filled in all my shapes now. I'm just gonna add a little bit more pigment to some of the shapes, just for a bit of intensity and variety. Oh, I forgot in here. Another soothing practice that I really have started enjoying is just expressing my emotions with color. So I'm not actually painting anything. I'm not even painting the shapes. I am just settling down, trying to see how I feel, or if I feel something intensely, like I'm intensely sad or stressed or something. I've noticed how much it can help to just find the colors that reflect that emotion in the moment, and then I just wet my page and I just dab it in and I just let it float. It's like as if seeing the colors just explode on the watercolor paper releases the tension that I'm holding for these emotions. It's weird. I get now why art therapy is a thing. Because it actually works. And I don't want to call this art therapy because I'm just me doing this stuff. Wait. Oh, wait. It's good that I see that because I'm running out of battery. And we still have 20 minutes to go. Now, keep on painting your shapes. Keep on painting your shapes. I'll be back in a second with another battery. If it suddenly gets black, it's because my battery died. But I'll fix that in a moment. Wait. I've got my battery, so the screen is just gonna go black for a moment, but that's just me fixing the battery issue. Let's see, how do I do this again? There we go. That worked. I think. Did that work? I am by no means a streaming professional. Let's see, I'm almost done here. We're almost starting the best part. Now, let's see. Just a little bit more pigment on here. On this heart, I think. So if you're working with watercolor, now is a great time to get your hair dryer and dry your painting. Because we're going to write on this and we're going to make some lines and we're going to do some doodling. So in order for that to work, we need a dry painting. There we go. Okay, I got my little thing. I got my little colorful rectangle with shapes. So I'm just gonna blow dry this and then I'll be back in a minute. And then we can start doing the final little touches that hopefully will be very enjoyable. There we go. I got my dry little painting. Right, Mupa? Oh, I see you guys. You guys can see little Oop. She's very cute. Maybe I'll move. Wait. Watch this magic. I'll move. My little. Oh, now you definitely can't really see what I'm doing, but we'll move it there for now because Oop is very cute and she deserves the spotlight. Wait, where are you? There you are. See? Okay, so we have done our little painting. We have our colors. We have filled out our cute little rectangle. And the last thing we are going to do is, wait, where's my pen? There. Remember, you were to think about things that you were proud of for this week or currently in your life, small little wins that you kind of don't acknowledge enough for yourself. We're gonna write those down in our shapes as like an honoring of that and a reminder, because it's so easy to forget the things that we do right in the mumble jumble we call life. Oh, you see little sweet Oop. I hope Bean is okay, Kristen. I hope he's doing wonderfully. I think Bean and Oop would be the best buddies. I don't know, I just have a feeling that they love each other. But yeah, now think of, even if you're not doing this little practice, but you're writing in your journal or you are doodling whatever you are doodling, I highly recommend write at least one thing that you're proud of, just on the side of your page or in your sketchbook, just write it somewhere. I'm gonna fill in a mix of things that I'm proud of about myself and also a couple of affirmations that just feel right. So for example, I want to start with, I am loved. I can highly recommend writing in one of your shapes, maybe one of the smaller shapes, write, I am loved. And then when you've drawn that, or when you've written that, you can start like making some lines around it. Just make some fun little shapes, make some dots, just to bring a bit more interest into your painting here. I like making like curved lines around my circles. Not sure if you can see that. Wait, where do you? I can see it here. Wait, I have to look at my own screen. Can you see that? It's probably a bit hard. I know that's not the best camera, but like, wait. There you see, I have written, I am loved, and then I just make these like inky lines around it, and I make some dots, and I kind of accessorize it. Is that the right word? I accessorize my little shapes around my little affirmations and the things that I'm proud of. So, for example, one thing I'm proud of for this week, for myself, I am proud of that I've really managed to focus on mindfulness and calm. Like as soon as anxiety has showed up or stress has showed up or something has happened that kind of startles me or puts me off track, I've been able to just kind of gentle parent myself and say, Frederike, just breathe, just calm down. And this week I've done that very well. So I'm gonna write that down. And all of a sudden, that shape is way more fun now that I see something that I've done well. It's also very weird, because I never used to be this kind of a person. If you'd met me a year ago even, I think you'd see the difference between the one that I am now and the one that I was then. And I think the biggest change is that I made the decision of loving myself. That might sound a bit weird, but to me, it was a deliberate decision I had to make that I want to love myself, I want to honor myself, I want to respect myself. And so when I made that shift of I am no longer like in a self-sabotaging mindset, I had to start taking steps to be a kinder version towards myself, if that makes sense. So that's another thing I'm proud of. Oh, thank you for hanging out, Deborah. That was very, very lovely. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I hope that you had a good day in your studio, and maybe you have some French fries left that you can snack out throughout the evening. I would definitely do that. Oh, Bean is very happy because he's had lunch. I love that. Oop also, when she's had her food, she is the sweetest puppy. She's the absolute sweetest puppy. If I am half an hour late with her food, she is an absolute maniac. She does not leave me alone. It's just like zoomies and barking, and like she just demands all the attention in the world until she's had her food. So yes, Bean and Oop would be the best buddies. I really think that, Kristen. Back to our little shapes here. I want to draw a couple of accessorized lines around my big shape here. Maybe I'll make some stripes. I find that very satisfying. Some more dots. And this is just simply write the things that you're proud of, write some good affirmations, maybe some good intentions going into the weekend that is soon. Just make this little doodling moment all about feeling good about yourself, honoring yourself. That sounds weird, but I've come to learn how important that is. Like if we can't, wait, there's a car. If we can't love and respect ourselves, how can we ever expect to be able to give all the love that we have inside to those around us? Our inner world is our outer world, I would say, is a reflection of our inner world. So if there's chaos, if there's not so much kindness and not so much love, that does also ripple into the outside world, I think. And so, for example, if you wish you were a more loving friend, a more loving partner, or kinder to this person, or being more this and being more that, it all starts within. If you make the change within, you are well on the way to make those changes around you as well. You know, like a couple of swirls. I really like swirls. They're very satisfying to make. And I just place it wherever I feel like. There's no pattern here. There's nothing really makes sense. It's me just having a good time. There we go. Another affirmation that I think I'd like to write to myself. And you can feel free to write the affirmations that I write to myself as well if you don't feel very inspired. I invite you to write, I am good enough. I am good enough. You're not perfect, you're not this, you're not that, you're good enough. And good enough is good enough. You don't need to change or do or be anything or anyone else in order to be good enough. When you're good enough, you're exactly where you're meant to be, and you're good enough exactly where you are. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to be like a philosophical somebody here right now. It's just thoughts that pop up in my head. Just keep on drawing your shapes. Make your little doodly lines. And play. Let's just play. Let's just have fun. Let's see what our minds come up with. Let's see what our inner children can get up to when they are allowed to peek through the supposedly adult lives we live now. If we didn't need to be adults, what would we do then? How would we draw? How would we paint? How would we create if we all could just be children again? I am also proud of this week. I am proud of that I have meditated a lot. I have meditated a lot this week. And that's always a thing that I tell myself I'm going to do it, but then I end up never doing it. But this week, I've been really good at it. And even if like lines and other doodly things feel uncomfortable, you can literally just make straight lines. And if you're not good at making straight lines, then make wobbly lines. Like, it really doesn't matter. Make wobbly lines, make circles that don't look like circles, make rectangles that look like circles. I don't know, just really no need to put any pressure on yourself here to make it look like something. I have a couple of shapes left here too. I'm gonna write some more affirmations. I'm gonna write, I'm doing my best. That's what I'm gonna write now. I am doing my best. And that's all I can do. I can do my best. And as we are coming to an end here, I'm going to assume that you are filling up your page nicely, that you're having fun with your stripes and your affirmations and all the things that you're proud of. And we can slowly start thinking like, yeah, this session is almost done. And so I'd encourage you to think about if you enjoyed it, if you had a good time, if you felt a little bit at peace. Like, point that out for yourself. Shine a little bit of light on that as well. What did you enjoy? What parts of it did you enjoy? What didn't you enjoy? A little bit of self-awareness comes a long way. If we get a little bit more self-aware, we can start doing the things and invite things in that bring more joy and more love. Because we are aware of what we like and what we don't like. Is there something you feel like you could have done better? And when I say better, I mean like, could you have been kinder towards yourself during these minutes that we spent together? Could your inner dialogue have been a little bit better? Or are you pleased with how you managed to talk yourself through this little practice? Oh, we got some barking dogs. Excuse me. Let's close that window. Barking dogs at the end of this session would not be the best way to end it. But yeah, could you in any way have been kinder towards yourself? If I'm going to take myself as an example here, I think I could have been kinder towards myself by not stressing so much at the beginning. I think I was a little bit like, oh my goodness, I haven't done a live stream in such a long time and I'm doing something new and it's scary and I don't know if I can make this happen. I don't know if I can do it. And so I really needed to take like a couple of pauses just to think like, I'm in a safe space. I am comfortable. I'm doing something that I love. And this is just a good place to be. I really needed to remind myself of that. And so I'm both like, I could have been kinder towards myself at the beginning, but I'm also proud of being able to like catch myself in that behavior fairly early on and start soothing myself as we did this little practice. I think if I look back on this stream, I'll have to be laughing because I'm more like excited and kind of chaotic energies at the beginning, and now I feel very zen. I feel very peaceful. So I literally see how this little practice at least was a soothing experience for me. I have no idea if it worked for you or if you had a good time. Sorry. But it worked for me, so that's a win. I had a good time. And I am very grateful that you spent this time with me and that you were here and that we are doing this little thing here together. I would love for this to be like a bi-weekly thing that we do, if that sounds interesting. Like every Thursday bi-weekly, we just come together and we create a little bit of art. And we do our best to feel a bit more present and to focus on joy and to focus on the beautiful things in life. Yeah. Also, if you like, I haven't thought of this before, but I thought of it now. If you want to share your piece of work that you did in this session, you can tag a Traveler of Worlds in Instagram. You can take a picture of your painting, post it on Instagram, and you can tag a Traveler of Worlds, and then I can see it, and then I can repost it, because that would be really fun. I've never thought of doing that before, but that would be a joyful experience. I'd love to see what you're working on. Also, if you're new here and you feel like having a comforting and very creative and lovely place with lovely people, we have a wonderful Discord community where these people exist and they will welcome you with open arms. So feel free to check out the link in the description and you can hang out with us there. Oh, I'm so happy that you're enjoying yourself, Emma. Thank you for saying that. That's truly a comfort. That's truly a comfort. Like I said, since this is the first time I'm doing it, I'm like, yeah, I wasn't really sure if anyone would show up or if anyone would appreciate doing this, but so yeah, that means a lot, Emma. Thank you for saying that. Okay, I am almost done with my lines here. I have 2 more shapes that need either an affirmation or something that I'm proud of. Affirmation, affirmation, affirmation. Something that I like to tell myself right now. Oh, I hope I haven't been this out of focus the whole time. I need to figure out that for the next time. Not that my little face needs to be in perfect focus all the time, but I know how annoying it is when I'm doing this to catch the camera's attention. Is it working? There we go. But yeah, I know how annoying it is when you see like the focus going in and out in videos or in live streams, and it's like weird for the eyes, and now I'm out of focus again. Shoot. Apologies for that. We're gonna fix that for the next one. I don't know how to fix it now, but we're gonna do it next time. So come on. Just a couple minutes left, please. Come on, give me some focus. Oh well. Another affirmation. I'm gonna write my last affirmation. I'm gonna write, I am safe. I like that one. I am safe. There we go. And I am proud of doing this little session and being here with you guys and doing it live. And because it was a challenge for the comfort zone, it was a new thing that I wanted to try and I didn't know how it was going to go. So I'm proud of myself for that. This is a circle, so that's kind of more inconvenient. There we go. And now, all of a sudden, with these lines and with these little shapes, we have a little beautiful piece. And no, it's not a masterpiece. It is not a magnificent thing that you want to hang on your wall. But it is a beautiful little reminder of all the things that you have done well. All the things, or the good things that you are. And maybe it is also hopefully a reminder that art is here to serve you as a comforting, emotional guide. It can be used to just be present, be in the moment, and have a lovely time. And it doesn't have to be anything more than that. Oh, thank you so much, Kristen. That means the world. I'm so happy that you've enjoyed it. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that, Kristen and Emma, and Deborah and everyone. Thank you. It's really, really comforting to take a sip of water every time I say comforting in this live stream. But no, it really means the world. It really means the world. I had a wonderful time with you guys as well. And I'm grateful that I got to spend the morning with you, that I got to spend the evening with you, or midday with you, wherever you're at. Thank you for spending time with me and for letting me spend time with you. So I'll show you. This is my little affirmation, proud little shapey thing. I think it's cute. It's cute. I like the colors. I like the words on it. It makes me happy. It makes me happy, and that's what this is all about. So yeah, I think we're going to be wrapping this up. For me, it is a very late dinner time. I am going to grab dinner, a cozy book. I'm going to cozy up on the bed under a blanket. I'm going to put on some delightful ambiance music. We've had the rainiest of days today. So I'm really like in this I'm almost, don't say it yet, I'm in a fall mood. It's not fall yet. No, I don't want autumn yet, but I'm kind of in that mood just because of the rain. So I'm going to embrace that and have a lovely rest of the evening. And I hope that you, amazing, lovely people, will have a wonderful rest of your day as well. And yeah, again, thank you for spending time with me. If you want to share your work, you can either join our Discord community, which is in the description, or you could pop onto Instagram, post your little painting, tag me in it, or tag a Traveler of Worlds in it. I'd love to see it, and then I can repost it. Yeah. Is this a nice ending? Oh, Lindsay, you're still here too. That is so wonderful. I hope you had a good time. I hope you had a cozy time. And yes, that is very good. That's like the what's the English word for that? That's like the top of coziness for me. Just cuddling under blankets on my bed with food and a good book. You don't find me in a happier place or environment. Oh, apart from here. I had a wonderful time. Thanks, everyone. I love you so much. I will see you again in 2 weeks. We're going to do the next Art for the Heart session in 2 weeks. And I hope you'll join me then. And yeah, in the meantime, I don't know what happens in the meantime, but I'm sure I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to see you. I'm going to, yeah. You get the point here. Again, it's always a bit awkward to end the streams. But there we go. I appreciate you all so much. Big hugs, so much love. I'll talk to you soon.